In this demo, we are going to take a tour of a completed version of a custom Force.com application used to manage recruiting activities. This application is called the Recruiting app, and it is listed in the Force.com app menu in the upper right-hand corner of the Salesforce page. This app has a custom logo and consists of a set of tabs as you see here. The Positions tab is the access point for data stored in the custom position object. The position object contains important information about the jobs our company needs to fill. The Candidates tab is the access point for data stored in the custom candidate object. This object holds information about the people who apply for positions. A candidate may apply for many positions, and a position may have many candidates. This means we have a many-to-many relationship between positions and candidates. This many-to-many relationship is modeled by a custom junction object called Job Application. Job applicants are reviewed by interviewers we store in the custom interviewer object. The reviews themselves are stored in the custom review object. Each review contains an overall score for the candidate and a flag indicating whether or not the reviewer recommends the candidate for hire. Successful candidates will be extended an offer. The details of the offer, such as compensation information, are captured in the custom offer object. The recruiting process begins when a hiring manager submits a new position into the Recruiting app. Let's take a closer look at a new account executive position that is currently in progress. As you can see, this position is currently locked from being edited. That's because it's in the midst of an approval process. All positions must be approved before they can be advertised to candidates. The position status is set to New, and its substatus is set to Pending. Note that the hiring manager is Megan Smith, and this position is in the Retail Operations Department in New York. Before the position can be opened, it must go through the appropriate approval chain as indicated by the 3 approvers listed here. So far, this position has been approved by the hiring manager's manager. It is waiting for approval by the recruiter, Mario Ruiz. Let's log in as Mario and see the Recruiting app from the perspective of a recruiter. In this demo org, we have set things up so that the admin can log in as every active user. Let's log in as Mario. The application is telling us that we are currently logged in as Mario, and we are in the custom Recruiting app. Note that Mario has a dashboard on his homepage that shows a chart of the open positions by department. We'll come back to this in a few minutes. For now, let's scroll down to the related list that shows the items Mario needs to approve. Note the account executive position we saw earlier. Click the Approve Reject link next to the account executive position. This takes us to the approval layout, where we see summary information about the position in question. We can scroll down to the Approval History Related list to see the comments that the previous approver made. After evaluating the position, Mario can enter a comment and approve the position. Note how the status and substatus fields have been updated to Open and Approved, respectively. The position is now ready to advertise to prospective candidates. Let's go back to the home page and take note that the number of open positions in the Retail Operations Department is currently 1. If we refresh the dashboard, we see now that the number of open positions in the Retail Operations Department has increased by 1. What you've just seen here is evidence of the real-time reporting framework supporting all of the applications running on the Force.com platform. Using a new feature from Salesforce.com called Force.com Sites, we can take this custom app with all its objects and data and expose it to a public website. In other words, we can transform our custom Force.com app into a public recruiting portal like the one you see here. Note that this portal is just a website accessed via a special URL like the one you see here. In this portal, you see a list of open positions. Note that we have a couple of account executive positions, but not the one in New York we just approved. That's because that position wasn't open at the time we opened this browser window. Now, if we refresh the page to get the latest info from our app, You see that the account executive position in New York appears. Pretty cool, huh? That's real-time integration. Now let's go visit the portal as a prospective candidate. We might select the account executive position to learn more information about it and decide to apply. We can fill out an application form to apply for the position. We can even upload a resume from our local machine, like this one in PDF form. When we save the application, it is immediately submitted and we get a nice confirmation message indicating that our application has been saved. Now, on the other side of this portal, back in the Custom Recruiting app, we can click on the Positions tab as the recruiter Mario and select the Account Executive position. If we scroll down to the Job Application Related list, we see that a new job application record has been added to our org. The information we see here is a reflection of the data just entered by the candidate through the recruiting portal. Again, real-time integration from our corporate site back into the Custom Recruiting app. Let's drill down into the job application detail. Perhaps Mario has completed a phone screen of the new applicant. He would then record his input in a new review record attached to this job application. Mario would input scores for cultural fit, experience, and leadership, as well as record comments in the appropriate fields. For a strong candidate such as this one, Mario would likely check the Recommended for Hire checkbox and click Save. But Mario encounters a problem on Save. There is a validation rule in play that requires Mario to enter a reason why he recommends this candidate before he can save the record. So, he enters a justification and clicks Save. On Save, a formula field called Overall Score calculates a score based on the data Mario entered on the review record. Now Mario can navigate back to the related job application record. In a typical recruiting scenario, several other people would also interview the candidate and submit review records. Mario would then be able to see the aggregate of these reviews on the job application record in roll-up summary fields like Total Reviews and Total Review Score. From these, the system can calculate an average review score and assign a red, yellow, green image-based rating so that Mario could easily get an overall impression of the candidate across all reviews. In this case, we only have one review for this application, but you can imagine how helpful these calculated scores and ratings would be to a recruiter in a real-world situation. Now at this point, let's assume that Mario is ready to move forward and extend an offer of employment to this candidate. He would edit the job application record and update the status and stage fields to reflect that the interviews have been completed for this candidate. Then, he would create a new offer record. Here, Mario would indicate important data, like the date of the offer and compensation information. Mario will need a printable version of the offer. When he clicks the Generate PDF button, behind the scenes, the system generates a Visualforce page rendered as a PDF. Most of the text in the offer letter is boilerplate, but notice how certain parameters, like the job title, salary, bonus percentage, and shares of stock that were entered on the offer record, are inserted into this letter. Mario can save this PDF as an attachment on the offer record and send it out to the candidate. Another cool thing that happened behind the scenes when Mario created the offer letter is that an Apex trigger was executed that updated the status and stage values on the job application record to hold and offer extended, respectively. This is an example of how you can use Apex to add business logic to your apps to keep related records in sync. In this demonstration, you've seen just a few of the many features of the Force.com platform for creating real-world business applications. The vast majority of the features shown require no specialized programming skills, and everything you saw was built and executed right on the Salesforce servers. This is pure cloud, no hardware, no software, instant deployment, unlimited scale. Follow along with the next few modules to learn how to leverage the Force.com platform to start building your apps today. For more information on Salesforce.com training and certification, please visit www.salesforce.com/training.